Hello and welcome to another edition of Tom's Toolbox. I'm your host, Tom Clark, and did you know that quite often premature belt failure can be traced back to improper storage and handling, damaging the belts before they're even installed on the drive? That's why today we're going to show you the proper way to store and handle V-end synchronous belts. Now first, let's talk about storage. Belts should always be stored in their original packaging, like you see right here, and in a cool, dry environment with no direct sunlight. Now this means away from windows and heaters, because you know that could do damage. Belts should be stored in places where they are not exposed to solvents or chemicals in the atmosphere, because you know sometimes things leak out, could damage the belt. We don't want that. And finally, belts should not be stored on the floor unless they're in a protective container. Now, when handling, you don't want to crimp the belts in storage or when installed on a drive. Now, what does it mean to crimp a belt? Well, here's the difference. This is a crimp belt. This is what you can see right here. You can see it kind of looks like the top of a roof or a pyramid. What you got right here is, this is nice and round because this is what's going to be fitting on the drive right here. This is good, this is bad. Now, to avoid crimping, belts must never be bent to diameters smaller than what is recommended, and you never want to zip tie or tightly tape belts together. Also, never hang belts on small diameter pins like a nail. You want to use a Gates belt hook or board like the one that you see here in this picture. Now, by following proper belt storage and handling guidelines, you can help avoid premature belt failures. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Tom's Toolbox. Now, we didn't need any PPE today, but we did have it on the table just in case. Just make sure that you wear the proper PPE for whatever the job calls for. And be sure to check out more MI How To and Tom's Toolbox videos on the website mihowto.com. I'm your host, Tom Clark. Thanks so much for watching today.